Last week, Judge Paul Scoville released his final report on the Desmond Fatality Inquiry, an inquiry into the tragic deaths of Afghanistan war veteran Lionel Desmond, his wife Shanna, their daughter Aliyah, and his mother Brenda in Upper Big Trackety, Nova Scotia. The report included 25 recommendations, including those calling on the Nova Scotia government to advocate with the federal government to provide caseworkers to veterans transitioning out of the armed forces, to ensure that health records from federal agencies for individuals diagnosed with PTSD and other health issues are accessible in provincial health medical records, and 3, to implement a number of firearms-related policies given these tragic murders and suicide. Senator Gold, when can we expect the Government of Canada's response on this important report?
Senator Gold.
Thank you for your question. First and foremost, our thoughts are with the Desmond family and all of those who were impacted by this tragedy. I've been informed that the Department of Veterans Affairs has been closely following the inquiry and the recommendations since the beginning and continues to do so, and they have begun to make important changes. For example, now, if a veteran reaches out to the VAC seeking mental health services, it's immediately approved. And that's one small step in the right direction. And additionally, Veterans Affairs has increased the number of case managers to ensure that the coordination of services and that more veterans have access to case management services as needed.
Senator Coyle.
Thank you, Senator Gold. I look forward to hearing more as time passes. This inquiry also raised concerns about the accessibility of government services to the African Nova Scotian community. What will the federal government do to ensure that federal services, such as those offered by Veterans Affairs, accommodate the needs of Canadians of African descent?
Senator Gold.
The government recognizes much more needs to be done in this and many areas to address systemic racism and discrimination, and that's why the government has established the Federal Anti-Racism Secretariat. It leads a whole-of-government approach to working with federal organizations, other orders of government, and civil society to identify the systemic racial barriers and gaps, to develop new initiatives, and to consider the impact of those gaps on those communities.